Naomi is one of the most just loyal and caring people that you could ever meet, and she's got such a good heart and a good spirit, and we feel very much like sort of soulmates, and not the cliched sense. It's just like kind of the humans we are below everything are very compatible, and not to mention she's absolutely beautiful and has a great sense of humor and a gorgeous smile.
I feel like with Shane, I feel like I can do anything. I feel like he thinks that I can do anything, and that's why I feel that way. He's protective, he strengthens me, he encourages me, and we just really, really have a good time together. In some ways, we're a bit opposite, and then in some ways we're exactly the same. You look handsome. We really wanted to be close to the ocean. My mom loved the ocean, and so it was really important for me to get married close to it.
Boston became a place that we both have a lot of affinity for and love for and ties to, and we've been together ever since, and this day's kind of been a long time coming, but it's here, and I'm so happy for it.
You have known each other from the first glance of acquaintance to this point of commitment. At some point, you decided to marry. From that moment of yes to this moment of yes, indeed, you have made commitments in an informal way. All of those conversations that were held in a car or over a meal or during long walks, and all those conversations that began with when we're married and continued I will, you will, and we will. All those late night talks that included someday and somehow and maybe, and all those promises that were unspoken matters of the heart. All these common things and more are the real process of a wedding.
The future belongs to hearts even more than it does to minds. Love, that is the only thing that can occupy and fill eternity. In the infinite, the inexhaustible is a requisite. Love participates of the soul itself. It is of the same nature. Like it is a divine spark. Like it is incorruptible, indivisible, imperishable.
The first time Shane was telling me about this woman he was dating, I was like, okay, that's great, right? Obviously, it wasn't a big deal. I was like, okay. So he brought her up to Chambersburg, and my wife and I met her. We went out to dinner. We hung out with Shane and Naomi. And as soon as they left, they dropped us off at home. As soon as they left, we did what everybody does. We look at each other and like, what do you think? So, right? And we were both, don't take this the wrong way, but we were both amazed. I mean, it felt like we'd known her for years.
Miami is, it's my second home. I came down here. I've almost been in Miami as long as I've been in Pennsylvania, which is where I grew up. I left there at 18, came down here for undergraduate study at UM. It's very close to home for her, and it's definitely my second home.
We live in Miami, and my family kind of lives close to here. Shane's dad lives here. We didn't meet here, but it's a special place to us because it's what brought Shane to Florida. Shane went to undergrad, and then he ended up staying for law school down here, and if it wasn't for Miami and the University of Miami, Shane would have never been here, and we would have maybe never met.
When two people take this step together, it is a momentous occasion. Naomi and Shane have found in each other something bigger than themselves, something bigger than even their shared lives together, and they call it love.
Shane.
I want to thank you for making my cousin the happiest she has ever been, for being her biggest fan, her supporter, her shoulder to lean on, her best friend, the love of her life, and a true partner in this roller coaster called life.
A lot of times I talk to Shane on the phone and I tell him, oh, Shane, I love you, buddy. And I do love you because you possess what I love the most in this life. So welcome to our family officially, even though you've been in it for about 5, almost 6 years.
They say everyone has a one, and I really think that you two have found true love within one another. Today we celebrate everything that you have found in each other, and that years from now you will look back on this day, your wedding day, as the day you loved each other the least. So here's to the both of you, love, laughter, and happily ever after. Cheers.
Love, a 4-letter word. A lot of people spend most of their life looking for it and never find it. Cherish it, love it, respect it. And I only hope for both of you is 2 things. Health, and I hope only death will be the end of your relationship.
Shortly, you'll say a few words that will take you across a threshold of life, and things between you will never quite be the same. For after today, you will say to the world, this is my husband, this is my wife.
By the power vested in me by the state of Florida, I now pronounce you husband and wife. Shane, lift the veil and kiss your bride.